Like she's a female. She's just scared, and like I'm looking online, and people are saying like they're just saying that like they want me to die, and I'm just so overwhelmed right now, Mr. Vice President. I'm just so overwhelmed. Dab dab dab, no tears. Dab dab dab, no tears. I'm so overwhelmed. And he was probably like, oh my God, and my kids. I just don't want my kids to be an orphan, Mr. Vice President. I know. I'm so sorry. The reality is that Erika just saw the crowd. She didn't want to speak. She dealt with JD. And then she directed Andrew to make up a sinister lie. We're not gonna call it, it's a sinister lie.
But the people that are like, leave Erika alone. And I just want to say something. When you're in front of a camera all the time, you have to know, if you don't want the heat, stay out of the kitchen. This is 2025. People are going to judge. Look at the talking, the looking up to heaven. It's like, and by the way, if you're going to cry all the time, with all due respect, take your makeup off. It's like, if you don't want it, stay away from the camera.
I agree with him. And I say this all the time. Politics is a blood sport. It is a contact sport. There's a lot of money at stake. This economy is worth tens of trillions of dollars per year. Politics, large.
We are about to have a celebration because it is official. Turning Point USA and Erika Kirk are done altogether. So everybody drop candle emojis in the chat, put your lighters up, and let's celebrate today. Put candle emojis in the chat and hit the like button, and also drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. This is a day of celebration.
Dictates where that money goes. It shouldn't. It should be the free market, but it's not. It's a blood sport. And if you're going to cry, you're not cut out for it. I never saw Tim Phillips cry when he lost races or someone said mean things about him. Somebody built that organization from the ground up, a group of people, but it cannot withstand what's happening to it right now. I want to go back to.
Can you imagine the CEO of any company just running around crying all the time? Like, just every time something goes wrong, you're just sitting around crying. That's Erika Kirk. So regardless of what we think about her, we see her as this whiner, this crier, this victim of everybody. No, because guess what? You weren't a victim when your husband died, because guess who the actual victim is? Your husband, because he's dead. So I want to show y'all something, because we're going to have fun today. I'm going to show you what Erika Kirk said in an interview about how she's so tough. She's not a crier. She's a pit bull. Watch this.
Video of Erika Kirk. It's a good one.
Answer my question.
No,
We
like,
were dying.
Charlie has the patience of Job, and I'm like sitting there like, if you move one step closer to my husband, he is so calm, cool, and collected, and I'm the pit bull. So like the Lebanese Italian side of me is like, I know a guy. The Lebanese Italian side of me is like, I know a guy. I know a guy.
Hey, Erika.
Why were you just appointed to the Air Force Academy Board over the weekend quietly to make recommendations on changes to the Air Force Academy?
My husband was on the board. I'm just taking his place.
Or it could be that you're from a famous crime family. You're from a famous crime family. You're from a famous crime family.
So Erika Kirk is from this famous crime family. Like, this is a literal like reality for her. She's this mob figure. But on the other hand, you're this whiny person that's always crying and sobbing. Erika Kirk, you need to pick a side, because you're either going to be this a killer, a guy, I know people, I'm in a mob, or you're going to be this sobbing, crying victim of the wind blowing. Like, you need to pick a side, ma'am. But let's get back into this, because Baron Coleman and Candace Owens literally handed Erika Kirk's ass on a platter. Let's keep going. This is absolutely crazy. This is absolutely, and Patrick Bet David, he also handed her ass on a platter too. All right, here we go.
Tens of trillions of dollars per year. Politics largely dictates where that money goes. It shouldn't. It should be the free market, but it's not. It's a blood sport. And if you're going to cry, you're not cut out for it. I never saw Tim Phillips cry when he lost races or someone said mean things about him. Somebody built that organization from the ground up, a group of people, but it cannot withstand what's happening to it right now. I want to go back to the PBD podcast.
I don't have anything against Erika Kirk. I think Turning Point USA needs a better face. I think Turning Point USA needs a better face. I think she can be chairman of the board, but I don't think she's CEO. Go hire a recruiting firm. Vet them out by the right voices. A good board. A mixture of people from different conservatives. I don't know who the board is today. I don't have a clue who's sitting on the board. But they got to hurry up and find somebody, because there's only a couple of these events you can pull where you invite everybody, then it becomes a show. There's not a face. It's just a show. If it's just a show, it's another thing.
He says, it's the difference between a show and a face. See, Turning Point USA had a face. Most companies like the PBD podcast, Patrick Bet David is the face. So in a lot of situations, because Coca-Cola doesn't have a face, all right? Delta Airlines doesn't have a face. So you don't necessarily have to have a face, but if you're going to be the face, which Erika Kirk stepped up and attempted to be, the crying face isn't the face. You have to be strong. You have to be resilient. You can't be sitting around crying all the freaking time. So if you're going to be the face of a company, you need to be like your husband was, or you need to sit down and go take care of your damn children. And that's the problem. This woman, because we all know or are assuming that her and Turning Point USA have a lot to do with why Charlie Kirk isn't here. But here's the problem. I don't think they figured out that Erika Kirk was an idiot, or let's just say kind of slow, incompetent, incoherent, because some of y'all may not think idiot is the right word. So I'll just say incoherent and incompetent. But that's the problem. This whole crew is full of incompetent people. But watch what PBD said next, and we're going to talk about that, because this part right here is important. Watch this.
I think there's chairman of the board. There is COO operations that's aligned with them, but they need a person that's going to go out there doing the work. She's not going to go on campuses debating. That's not her job. No, that's not her natural place to be. She can go to churches and do all the stuff that she's doing great. They truly need to make a decision, because TPUSA is a very important arm of the young conservative movement. This has to continue in a very different, intentional, strategic way. They got to hire a firm, sit down and say, how would you do it if you were us? They got to go through an operation where they look at different candidates and look at what it looks like and create an element of building up to somebody being there.
Here's the problem with that. Any normal company would have done that, because only an idiot would put Erika Kirk as CEO and have her go into these schools and you're just looking like a fool. I want y'all to tell me in the chat, in the comments, why you think Turning Point USA has never brought in a new leader, a new CEO, an outside person, an outside organization that is very good at this type of stuff. Does anybody want to guess? Because I have the reason why they never brought in an outside person. It's always been Andrew Kovic, Erika Kirk, Blake Neff, Ron McCoy, and Mikey McCoy. It's never been anybody new. Does anybody want to guess why they have never done what an actual company would do and bring in an outside entity to run the company efficiently? Does anybody want to know? Tyler Boyer. Yes. I forgot about Tyler Boyer. Does anybody want to know? Yes. Y'all are saying it in the chat. Yes. Y'all are saying it in the chat. The secrets. They have too much to hide. They can't bring in an outside person, because here's what's crazy. Here's the reason why Erika Kirk and the idiots at Turning Point USA cannot go hire an outside person that is smarter than them, more efficient than them, and more intellectual than everybody at Turning Point USA, and make them the face. because a smart, diligent, intellectual person, they'll easily find out that Turning Point USA has something to do with Charlie Kirk's murder. They'll know. Like, you bring in a smart person, a person that's not an idiot like everybody at Turning Point USA, within 3 days, going through paperwork, going through this, going through that, because they're going to have to go through everything to see what is wrong with Turning Point USA and how they can right the ship. Within 3 days of being there, they'll be like, they killed Charlie Kirk. They killed Charlie Kirk. What the? They killed Charlie Kirk. What is happening here? And then they'll have to kill them. So they bring in a smart, intellectual person to be the face of Turning Point USA. One, they'll instantly find out that they had something to do with Charlie Kirk's death. And two, they would be next because they would have to get rid of them because they know all the secrets. So the reason why Charlie Kirk is falling apart, the reason why Turning Point USA is falling apart is because they don't have a choice. It's nothing they can do. They can't do what Patrick Bet David said, who is worth $100 million. So he knows exactly how to run a company. They can't do that. Any company with any type of sense would know, hey, we need to bring in an outside person. We're not doing too well. Our donors are pulling out. Let me show you how stupid the CEO of Turning Point USA is when they get on stage. Because for anybody who is wondering why Erika Kirk did not show up on stage, it's not just because nobody showed up and nobody gives a shit about Turning Point USA and Erika Kirk incoherent ass. This is what Erika Kirk looks like when she actually does go on stage. Check this out.
The way that you live your life every single day, it matters. Ladies, be that. Be ladies. Be modest. Live your life in a way that's honoring.
Okay, so she sounds incoherent. So two things I want y'all to pay attention to. I want y'all to read the comments. We're going to read the comments together. And two, I want you to listen to how blatantly incoherent the CEO of Turning Point USA actually is. She's not drunk. This is how she talks in real time. You're going to think she's drunk. People in the comment section think she's drunk. She's not drunk. This is just how incoherent Erika Kirk is. So let's read the comments together. As you can see, she really sounds drunk.
You know, the way that you treat women, the way that you live your life every single day, it matters. Ladies, be that. Be ladies. Be modest. Live your life in a way that's honoring. Honor your parents. Build something greater.
We went from Charlie Kirk to this. How stupid are they to put this incoherent fool as CEO? They did not think this whole thing out. Like, this is crazy. We went from Charlie Kirk to this mess. So I said, I'm like, what is she talking about? Seriously.
Just focus on what's next in your life. Don't compromise your character. You guys might think it's great to go along with the crowd. You guys might think it's great.
And this was, I believe, on Turning Point USA's YouTube channel. I think, she went to this school and she was there to, uplift the students, right? Because She's running around trying to indoctrinate all these students at all these middle schools, high schools, and elementary schools. And everybody is starting to see like, yo, this woman sounds like an idiot. And I screenshotted, I screen recorded all of the comments under their video. So this isn't somebody else's. This was on Turning Point USA. And I think they took it down since then, because all the comments, every comment was negative. But this is the reason why Turning Point USA is literally falling out of the sky.
To laugh at certain things that aren't funny.
Who's taking advice from her?
But just know that
She needs to stop.
you should that people look back on your life 12, 13, 15 years and they'll say, wow, you made those choices, you made those decisions. Yeah, in those moments. But my aunt used to tell me, never do something that you don't want on the front page of a newspaper. Live your head in that way.
Wait. What? She said my mother or grandmother told me never do anything that would put you in the headlines of a newspaper. You allegedly, maybe, possibly killed your husband, ma'am, or y'all killed your husband, or the people you work for killed your husband, or the person, somebody killed your husband, and you know who they killed, who did it. You didn't do it, but you have something to do with it. How would you have why would you have the audacity to go out in front of some high school kids to turn around and say something that stupid? Never do anything that will put you in the headlines of a newspaper. Are you dumb?
You're a moron.
How?
You're a moron.
That's not me.
You're a moron. So's your mother.
That's not me.
What? You're a moron. So's your mother. You're a moron.
How?
You're a moron.
That's not me.
You're a moron. So's your mother.
That's not me.
What? You're a moron. So's your mother.
Not because you're being constricted, not because you're afraid, but because you hold yourself to a higher standard. And I want to encourage you guys to do that. And I also want to encourage you guys, don't compromise your character. There's no reason to do that. You might think it's cool to insult people. You might think...
Somebody says, geez, I feel dumber for watching this. This is pitiful. This is painful.
The man that took my husband's life, he made a choice over a course of time. He made the wrong decision consistently over his life. And so I want you guys to understand that even though your choice might be small, I don't care if it's deciding whether or not to put the grocery cart back in the sand or something is brand.
She's in there talking to high school students about putting the grocery cart back in the stand. What does that mean, ma'am? Putting the grocery cart back in the stand? What the hell does it have to do with anything? These are like high school students. What they're not going grocery shopping? What are you talking about? But this is what I'm saying.
Small. I don't care if it's deciding whether or not to put the grocery cart back in the sand or something as grand as finding a way to forgive someone who's deeply hurt you. Those choices leave a mark on your soul for eternity.
Those decisions work on your soul. Whether you put the grocery cart back in the stand is something that works on your soul. So the grocery cart being in the stand has something to do with religion. This is the reason why, the main reason why this doofus did not go out on stage. And of course, nobody showed up.
You will watch it. One day your kids will watch it. And so I again am so grateful to be here because this is for Charlie. He was always It was always so special for him because he understood that.
Somebody said, what the hell is she wearing? She looks like a homeless person.
There's something so much greater when you.
Is she reading something off her hand? What is she doing? And it's as big as it can be, so I can't make it bigger. Don't tell me she wrote notes on her hand. Is she looking at her hand, reading off her hand right now? Am I wrong? Watch, let me back it up. She's reading notes off her hand. She wrote some notes on her palm. What? Look.
Sorry, it's just been really emotional. These past few days, something that's so important, right? Even with understanding the character on the internet is so.
She is the most boring public speaker ever. What credibility does she have speaking to students? Exactly. Like, you kill your husband and now you think you can speak. Ooh. Her credibility is, I killed my husband. What have you done? Oh my God. Her credibility is, did you kill your husband? Well, you need to shut up. Did you kill your husband and get away with it? That's the credibility right there. The credibility is, none of you have killed your husband and got away with it. That's my credibility. Sit down and shut up and listen to me.
So easy to hide on a keyboard. It is so easy to press sign.
And I'm joking. Erika Kirk did not kill her husband, okay? For the record, Erika Kirk did not kill her husband. I'm joking, okay? It was a cool, funny joke, okay? It was a credibility joke. I'm not saying Erika Kirk killed her husband. She did not kill anybody, okay? Her people probably did, but she didn't do it. Physically. You know, she may have pushed a button, maybe. She may have kill my husband. She may have kill my husband. I don't like, killing your husband is not going to somebody else saying, kill my husband. You know, so she didn't kill her husband, you know, kill my husband. So I'm just saying, so let's move on. But Erika Kirk did not kill her husband. Kill my husband.
After typing something out that you think will have no ramifications. But it does. There's someone on the back of that computer under the phone. And so, as you go about your life and understanding that choices do mold you, I just want to encourage you guys to be bold and fearless. Not everyone is called to be on the front lines. That's okay.
And I want to say this. She came to UGA. That is Athens, Georgia. If I would have known this, I would have definitely went out there and filmed all of this shit. So if you're in the Scooby-Doo chat, please let me know the next time you hear about Erika Kirk coming to Georgia, any of these schools. I'm going. How dare Erika Kirk come to Georgia and try to speak at one of our schools and me not know? I definitely would have been in there. Can you imagine if I would have went in there filming all this stupid mess and I would have caught a little shot of Erika Kirk being behind stage, because Candace and Barron exposed that Erika Kirk came to Georgia and was behind stage. She was at the college, y'all. She did not stay home. It was not a security risk. She was behind stage, afraid to go up there because, one, nobody was out there, and two, she knows she was going to sound stupid like this. So she decided not to.
Support those that are praying for those. Be there for them in ways that you could not even imagine, but just know that the enemy would love nothing more than to confuse you, to put you in a position where you don't think your life matters or someone else.
Yo, this is so bad. I gotta fast forward because I'm reading the comments. She is slurring so bad and stumbling on her words. Candace Owens and Barron.
I told him, I said, something that's really special is the fact that these students, a lot of them, how many of you guys gonna vote in the midterms? Any of you? Old enough yet? That's awesome.
What the hell is she saying?
I don't know why. I don't know why that's important to you.
And for anybody who's just like, this is not her, this is AI, or this is slowed down, or this is doctored, you can see the people in the comments. This was on Turning Point USA's YouTube channel. Okay? So these are the comments under their own YouTube page. So I just screenshotted the video. So this isn't doctored, this is not AI, this is them. All right, on their page.
I even told POTUS, like, I want to know what's on your heart and mind that I can share back with you once I hear, because I want to know.
Dressed like it's 1988 all over again.
I will never forget the first time I ever voted. Ever. And I want you guys to harness that same.
Ma'am, nobody cares. Why are you in front of us?
It's very powerful.
Look, the fuck, she is just winging it, spewing a bunch of boring bullshit.
You guys do have a chance to make sure you guys allow me to hold that top to it. But again, I'm just going to encourage you.
The charisma of a potato.
And what's in these four walls. I told Charlie that his last day on earth.
All right, so now let's get back to Candace Owens exposing how stupid Erika Kirk is, along with Baron Coleman. Yo, Baron Coleman and Candace Owens, like, I have a new affinity, a new love for Baron Coleman. Like, those two are hilarious. All right, let's get it.
She's I'm just scared, and like I'm looking online and people are saying like they're just saying like they want me to die, and I'm just so overwhelmed right now, Mr. Vice President. I'm just so overwhelmed. Dab dab dab, no tears. Dab dab dab, no tears. I'm so overwhelmed. And he was probably like, oh my God, and my kids, I just don't want my kids to be an orphan, Mr. Vice President. I'm so sorry. The reality was that Erika just saw the crowd. She didn't want to speak. She dealt with JD, and then she directed Andrew to make up a sinister lie. We're not gonna call it, it's a sinister lie.
But the people that are like, leave Erika alone. And I just want to say something. When you're in front of a camera.
And I know this may be my internet. I thought it was I don't know. So I got to figure out the internet problem, but there is an internet problem.
She dealt with JD, and then she directed Andrew to make up a sinister lie. We're not gonna call it, it's a sinister lie.
But the people that are like, leave Erika alone. And I just want to say something. When you're in front of a camera all the time, you have to know, if you don't want the heat, stay out of the kitchen. This is 2025. People are going to judge. Look at the talking, the looking up to heaven. It's like, and by the way, if you're going to cry all the time, with all due respect, take your makeup off. It's like, if you don't want it, stay away.
I agree. And I've said it all the time. Politics is a blood sport. There's a lot of money at stake. This economy is worth tens of trillions of dollars per year. Politics dictates where that money goes. It shouldn't. It should be the free market, but it's not. It's a blood sport. And if you're not for Phillips cry, he lost races, or someone said mean things about him. Somebody built cannot withstand what's happening to it right now. I want to go back to the PBD podcast.
I don't have any Erika Kirk. I think Turning Point thinks
All right, sorry about that. I'm trying to fix it. I don't know if it's StreamYard, my internet. I don't know what it is. But check out what PBD said, and then we're gonna move on.
needs a better face. I think Turning Point USA needs a better face. I think she can be chairman of the board, but I don't think she's CEO. Go hire a recruiting firm vet them out by the right voices, a good board, a mixture of people from different conservative sides. I don't know who the board is today. I don't have a clue who's sitting on the board. But they got to hurry up and find somebody, because there's only a couple of these events you can pull where you invite everybody, then it becomes a show. There's not a face. It's just a show. If it's just a show, it's another thing. I think there's chairman of the board. There is COO operations that's aligned with them, but they need a person that's going to go out there doing the work. She's not going to go on campuses debating. That's not her job. No. That's not her natural place to be. She can go to churches and do all the stuff that she's doing great. They truly need to make a decision, because TPUSA is a very important arm of the young conservative movement. This has to continue in a very different, intentional, strategic way. They got to hire a firm, sit down and say, how would you do it if you were us? They got to go through an operation where they look at different candidates and look at what it looks like and create an element of building up to somebody being there.
They've got the wrong person at the top. You can't.
They got the wrong person at the top. They got the wrong person in the middle. They got the wrong person at the top. They got the wrong person at the bottom. Like Blake Neff, Tyler Boyer, all of them are pure idiots. So it's not just Erika Kirk. All of them are idiots. All of them. And they can't do anything about it, because if a smart person comes in, they'll find out that they had something to do with unaliving Charlie Kirk. So it's nothing that they can do.
Not have that person be that incompetent, that emotional, canceling in a huff on the last second.
First of all, I love Erika, and I know that she did get some threats. And, about 2 hours ago, as you know, Andrew, I was
about 2 hours ago. Go to that in your head. About 2 hours ago.
a little worried that we were going to have to cancel the event because Erika was not going to come, and she was very worried about it.
About 2 hours before he was talking, was worried they were going to have to cancel the event because Erika wasn't coming. Wouldn't he have known that if she didn't fly?
So right here, we're going to see that Erika Kirk actually did fly in. And on top of that, she was backstage and refused to come up on stage. And Andrew Covid had to put on a blazer and go up there instead of her because she was backstage crying. There's no crying in baseball. Does anybody remember what movie is that from? There's no crying in baseball. What movie is that from, y'all?
To the event? Wouldn't she have at least told the Vice President of the United States, hey, I'm not able to make it tonight. I won't be there. Why was he only worried 2 hours before the event that they were going to have to cancel it? He said that at 5:47 p.m. Eastern time. 2 hours before that would have been 3:47 p.m. You know what J.D. Vance's plane started at 47 p.m.? He was flying from Washington, D.C. to Athens, Georgia. 2 hours to the minute before he uttered that statement, his plane started circling randomly.
This is
40 p.m. It was Washington, D.C. to Athens, Georgia. 2 hours to the minute before he uttered that statement, his plane started circling randomly on the way. And it circled for 31 minutes before they decided to continue on to Athens. This is the Vice President of the United States. Why was the Vice President only finding out 2 hours before the event that they might have to cancel it because she wasn't going to be there?
Last night, in case you missed it, in case you've been hiding under a rock, Erika Kirk was slated to appear alongside her friend, Vice President J.D. Vance, at the University of Georgia, and she just completely no-showed it. She stood him up. That is not casual. That is the sitting Vice President of the United States. It is low-key disrespectful outside of a real emergency. Emphasis on the word real. It was mystifying at first, really, especially since the decision very clearly had to have been made. We were left to assume that it had been made in the umpteenth hour because the announcement was made by none other than Andrew Colvett on stage. This means that ticket holders were not informed until the very moment of the event. Actually, the Turning Point leaders who put together the event were not informed that she was not going to be there. How do we know? Because they were posting and promoting her appearance just 50 minutes before doors opened. Here is a video of the TPUSA staff promoting her. Take a listen.
Hey everybody, my name is Grant Teller. I'm the field representative for the Peach Territory and also the University of Georgia.
And I'm Caroline and I'm the University of Georgia chapter president.
And we are here at the Aikens Ford Arena about Out to host JD Vance and Erika Kirk.
Jordan at 150, so come out and celebrate.
We'll see you there.
They look sweet and
So literally, Erika Kirk was there. She was at the freaking college. She was backstage. So she flew out there. And within, I don't even think it was 2 hours. I think she was just backstage and just started crying. And they just decided to just do the show without her and left her backstage. But Candace is going to show you a timeline. She actually went to Florida and then went from Florida to Georgia. So she was in the building. There was no security risk. This woman is done. Candace Owens just literally ruined Erika Kirk's entire life in one video.
just clearly not informed of what was going on. So if the story that they are going to sell to us, that there's a threats so secret that not even the Secret Service could detect them. Because that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. The Secret Service has come out and said, nope, Erika's a liar, and so is her mama. Okay, basically, I'm being a little bit dramatic. They didn't say her mama was a liar, but I just added that. I'm not lying as much as her.
Wait. She just
You're a moron.
She just said what the chicken said.
How? You're a moron.
That's not me.
You're a moron. So's your mother.
That's not me.
What? You're a moron. So's your mother.
Oh my gosh, she
You're a
said the
moron.
same thing the chicken said.
How?
You're a moron.
That's not me.
You're a moron. So's your mother.
That's not me.
What? You're a moron. So's your mother.
That is crazy.
They definitely said she was lying. There's no other way to interpret the statement that they released. I also think it's interesting that they got a statement out to the press. Just this entire situation at the University of Georgia, it's objectively hilarious. You kind of just sometimes have to stand back and watch it all and recognize that it's a sitcom. Turning Point USA has turned into a sitcom. Somehow Erika really thought that she was just going to get away with saying that there was this very credible threat against her life and nobody would go, oh wait, you probably shouldn't say that with the vice president in the room. Like, you can't just say stuff. That's one of my phrases. You can't.
The the vice president of the United States is in the room. Wouldn't he be afraid too if there was an actual threat? But this is how stupid Erika Kirk actually is. She doesn't think out her lies.
You can't just say stuff, but you definitely shouldn't just say stuff when you have the vice president of the United States with you. That would actually rise, if there was a credible threat against you, to a national security threat. You're saying my life is at risk. Okay, what? That means that the vice president's life was also at risk. There's no way to actually separate that. So, of course, what naturally followed was there were some journalists who were alarmed, and they reached out to the White House and they reached out to the Secret Service for additional information and comment regarding this alleged threat. And here's the headline. This is in Barry Weiss's CBS, no less. Okay, so this is like, she's got contacts at CBS, and even they had to just run this headline. Secret Service determines no credible threats to UGA rally after Erika Kirk's cancellation, the source says. Embedded in the article, it reads, the U.S. Secret Service determined there were no credible threats to Tuesday's Turning Point USA rally at the University of Georgia, even as a planned co-appearance by Erika Kirk was canceled over unspecified security concerns. A person familiar with the matter tells CBS News, according to the source, that the site was secure and there were no known threats to the protectee. That would be VP. Now, while Kirk may have...
All right, wait. Somebody just they're asking something about the card game. So let me play this commercial real quick and we'll be right back. Somebody just asked about the card game. So let me
Just in, a new way of healing. This just in, a new way of healing is sweeping the country, and it's a card game called Like Mother, Like Daughter. This game is powerful.
My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change? This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other. These are some good questions.
Do you think I'm a people pleaser? If so, where did I get this trait from?
This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband.
If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game.
All right, so the card game, my mother-daughter card game, is meant to bring mothers and daughters back together. Most of our trauma, whether you're a male or a female, comes from your parents. So click the link that is in the chat and you'll be able to see everything that I have to offer. But altogether, this card game is better than therapy. I'll just say it. Because if you turn around and drag your mother to therapy, the only thing that's going to happen is your mother is going to manipulate the therapist and get the therapist to agree with your mother. And now you're going to get triangulated by the therapist and your mother. Because guess what? Most likely the therapist is a woman, and most women acquiesce to mothers because she has a mother. So she's going to see her mother in your mother and instantly acquiesce to whatever it is your mother wants you to do. And next thing you know, you're going to get triangulated, and everything your mother says is going to be right, and everything you say is going to be wrong. That's just simple biology. Most women see other women's mothers and see their own mother, and she is not going to be able to have any type of argument or accountability for your mother. But if you were to play this card game with your mother, and you have your card deck and your mother has her card deck, both people are on equal playing grounds and nobody can overpower the other person. So, and on top of that, Mother's Day is coming up. Mother's Day is coming up. So get your mother-daughter card game. So for that excuse alone, or for that reason alone, get your mother-daughter card game because Mother's Day is coming up. So click the link in the chat, or click the link under this video because Mother's Day is coming up. This is a perfect Mother's Day gift. All right, so let's get back to the video. But somebody in chat was like, what is this mother-daughter card game stuff? So I wanted to help them understand what's going on. Mother's Day is coming up, y'all.
By Erika Kirk was canceled over unspecified security concerns. A person familiar with the matter tells CBS News, according to the source, that the site was secure and there were no known threats to the protectee. That would be VP. Now, while Kirk may have received hostile messages, including on social media, those were not part of any identified or actionable threat stream that was monitored by federal authorities. And let me interpret that for you, okay? There's literally no way to separate this. When the vice president is speaking, if he's going to speak at an event and Candace Owens is going to be on stage, the federal authorities are going to be looking online for threats against Candace Owens because you're not going to be like, oh, well, that person said they're going to kill Candace.
James says, sounds like the father can benefit from it too. So the wife can finally realize that she's the problem and not the husband. It's not about identifying who's the problem. It's about identifying what is the problem. In any relationship, whether you're husband and wife, mother, daughter, father, son, you and the person is not the problem. You have a problem that nobody wants to address. We got to stop looking at the other person as the problem. All right. The problem is the problem. And somebody just wants to ignore the problem. And you both are symptoms of the problem. The husband and wife are symptoms of the problem. The mother and the daughter are symptoms of the problem. All right. The lack of communication is the problem, not the person. Okay. So the wife isn't a problem. The daughter isn't a problem. Mom isn't a problem. Nobody's a problem. The problem is a problem. So I just want y'all to understand that, because the more we keep trying to make the other person the problem, we're never going to get anywhere.
Owens, but don't worry, Veep. They're only going to go when they're there. They're only going to kill Candace. She's interviewing you on stage, but don't worry about this threat. No, of course they also would be looking at threats against Turning Point USA, about threats against that were being directed toward Erika Kirk, and they said this was not happening. There was no a threat against Erika would have been a threat against the VP. You're basically saying the Secret Service is not good at their job. And they said, no, we're going to come out and we're going to clarify matters. This is mortifying for Turning Point USA. This is Erika Kirk, girl bossing a little too close to the sun. She's just been getting away with all these lies, making phone calls. And finally, the Secret Service just checked her. Now, it gets even worse. The idea that Erika could have actually been in Georgia already and that she truly canceled in the last minute after she had already been to the venue.
So right here, Candace and Barron expose how This woman, Erika Kirk, was at the venue. She just refused to come out because nobody was in the stands.
That never even
This
crossed
is
my
crazy.
mind. I assumed wrongly that she must have been in Scottsdale, right? That's the only way to make the story work. But ladies and gentlemen, I was wrong. That is not what happened at all. Gratefully, I watched Baron Coleman's show last night, and he offered this option, and then we received a tip that Erika was indeed in Georgia already. And you're not going to believe how this actually went down, Erika canceling her event. She flew from West Palm Beach up to Athens, Georgia for her event. And I want to be clear, she therefore flew into the already secured by the Secret Service. The federal government had already secured this days earlier, the private airport and the terminal, the very same one that the vice president was due to arrive in. Okay. Their story is done. It's done right there. So we're going to look at the timeline from that day so that you can appreciate the audacity of the lie that they tried to sell us. Later on, they're going to admit that.
All right, so here is the timeline. But before we look at the timeline,
everybody hit the like button. 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 If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting.
make sure to hit the like button. The likes are low. Make sure to hit the like button. The likes are low. A lot of you have not hit the like button yet, so make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button. Start using your fingers. Hit the thumbs up button. And for those of you watching on TV who can't hit the like button, it's cool. You're watching on the TV, and you can buy my mother-daughter card game because my barcode, my QR code to buy the card game is actually right here. So if you're watching on TV, use your phone and click this barcode and get the card game. So some of y'all can't hit the like button because you're watching on your TV. So I get it. But those who can hit the like button, hit the like button because we got 900 people in here and we got to get the likes up. So hit the like button. Thank you in advance.
They lied, but before, let's get here. At 1:27 p.m., Erika departed West Palm Beach for the Georgia event. At 2:40, Erika landed into Athens, Georgia. At 3:53 p.m., J.D. Vance's plane begins circling in the air above North Carolina because this is when he receives the phone call that Erika doesn't want to do the event. I'm going to assume Erika called him personally, so you can see that little loop-de-loop. We're going to come down here. Maybe more like,
this is crazy,
he just
y'all.
starts, I don't know if we're going to do this event. I'll show you a clip of him admitting, thankfully Baron put me onto this, that it was 2 hours before he got onto stage. So that's 3:53. He's circling in the air. He gets the phone call. Erika's crashing out. 5 o'clock p.m., the Y-Refi guy who's around too much, he opens now every tour stop and pitches Y-Refi while he opened this event at 5 p.m. And it looks certainly like he acknowledges Erika on stage and looks to the left. He says her name and he says, thank you, Erika. I'm going to show you the clip because it signals to me that Erika was just off to the left off stage. Just off stage.
Watch this,
probably
y'all.
was going to come out and speak and say some words. Listen to Lane Schoberger.
Erika continues to support and inspire us every day to keep pushing forward and fighting for the idea that everyone deserves a path to redemption and prosperity. So Erika, thank you.
She was in the building and she was backstage where people could not see her. And what likely...
Everybody in the chat, say, we got him. We got him. Everybody in the chat, say, we got him. We got her ass. She was backstage. Talking about it was a security problem. Why the hell are you backstage if it's a damn security problem? We got him. Shabbat shalom. Mama stayed home. No, she didn't. Mama stayed backstage. She was there. Say we got him in the chat. Say we got him in the comments. We got her ass. Lying ass Erika Kirk. Lying ass woman.
Happened was she then assessed. They had assessed that people were not showing up and Erika was going into a meltdown. Baron even pointed out the fact that Andrew was dressed way too casually, and Andrew is like very metrosexual, that he was just dressed way too casually to interview JD Vance. Like, this literally all had to happen last second because Andrew Colvett does know how to dress appropriately for venues. He would not have been dressed like that to interview the vice president. And so this last minute thing was Erika was already at the venue. She realized nobody was coming and she wanted to cancel the event.
First of all, I love Erika, and I know that she did get some threats. And, about 2 hours ago, Andrew, I was a little worried that we were going to have to cancel the event because Erika was not going to come, and she was very worried about it. And I talked to the Secret Service, and obviously these guys do a very good job. And I said, you know what? Let's let Erika do what she needs to do for herself and her family.
He's basically saying, we have what she's about. We're good. We're good.
That shit is crazy.
A very good job. And I said, you know what? Let's let Erika do what she needs to do for herself and her family.
He's basically saying that the Secret Service that we have no idea what she's talking about. We're good. We're good. I don't know what she's having a meltdown about. We've obviously secured everything. And he's like, okay, like, just let her figure things out. And I'll tell you what happened. Erika did not leave Athens until 6:39 p.m. She departed Athens and she headed back for Scottsdale. So that's a long time that she was there. Okay. Erika was there for 4 hours. And there was, as the Secret Service determined, no credible threat. They would not have ignored a serious threat against Erika Kirk because that would mean there was a serious threat against the vice president. She was interviewing him. You don't separate that. Only a very specific breed of a human could muster the shamelessness that it takes to abandon your public commitment. You committed that you were going to be there. You then decided you didn't want to do it. And to be clear, out of an act of vanity, you decided you didn't want to do it. You were like, oh, not enough people here. I don't want to do this anymore. And then rather than owning that and issuing a statement online and saying like, I didn't want to be there, or maybe nicely saying that, I'll come out in a couple of days and explain to you guys why I pulled out last second. She then directs her PR team to not just make up a lie, but to create an existential threat to her life, which will ultimately assign blame on the public. You guys failed to protect me. That's why I'm not here tonight. I think she was on the phone with him.
And that's the thing that pissed me off so much about Erika, and the reason why I have such a problem with her. I have a problem with people that like to victimize themselves when they do something wrong. You adjacently kill your husband. I did not say Erika Kirk killed her husband, but she adjacently kills her husband. Not saying that she killed her husband. Erika Kirk did not kill her husband. And now you want to run around crying that your husband is dead? Like, you are a psychopath, Erika Kirk. You are a full-on psychopath. You are literally the person, and then somebody said this on Candace Owens' show. Erika Kirk is a person that would steal your money and will help you find it. Yo, I can't find my money. And then you got the little money right here. And then you like, oh, well, did you look over here? And you over here like this. She's the person that'll steal your money and help you look for it. She'll steal your money and help you look for the money that she stole. Like, this woman is a whole psychopath. But this is a great comment. Barron is noticing too much stuff. I worry about him becoming a problem for them. Yeah. And that's the reason why I took a week off for a minute, because I was like, all right, this is getting too scary. We're getting too close to the sun. So yeah, that's why I took a break, and then I came back to this content because it was too scary, because all of us was just getting a little too close to the sun, and I was getting a little afraid for my freaking life. Just a little bit, but I'm back. I'm not afraid for my life anymore, but
then directs her PR team to not just make up a lie, but to create an existential threat to her life, which will ultimately assign blame on the public. You guys failed to protect me. That's why I'm not here tonight.
And if you think about the whole Tyler Robinson situation, that's literally what Tyler Robinson represents. Tyler Robinson represents that we killed Charlie Kirk. Tyler Robinson's existence and him being in jail is literally saying we killed Charlie Kirk and not them. They killed Charlie Kirk, not us. because Tyler Robinson is simply a citizen just like the rest of us. You know, that's just like grabbing up Melissa or David or whoever else is in the chat and saying, you killed Charlie Kirk. And you're like, yo, what are you talking about? That's literally what Tyler Robinson represents. So us making sure that Tyler Robinson gets exonerated from all these false charges is so important, because Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA is literally saying we killed Charlie Kirk instead of they killed Charlie Kirk. They did this. Turning Point USA and whoever else had something to do with Charlie Kirk dying, not us. That's why I'm still on this whole situation, because you're not going to blame this shit on us. You, Erika Kirk, and your little people and your minions killed Charlie Kirk.
An existential threat to her life, which will ultimately assign blame on the public. You guys failed to protect me. That's why I'm not here tonight. I think she was on the phone with him.
Oh, Erika Kirk did not kill Charlie Kirk. Erika Kirk did not kill Charlie Kirk. Okay. Everybody say free Tyler Robinson. I need to make a free Tyler Robinson song. You're right. But everybody say free Tyler Robinson in the chat. Say free Tyler Robinson in the chat. And Erika Kirk did not kill Charlie Kirk. Don't sue me.
She cried, right? His energy is like the male, I need to protect a woman in distress. Like she's a female, she's in distress. I'm just scared, and like I'm looking online and people are saying like, they're just saying that like they want me to die. And I'm just so overwhelmed right now, Mr. Vice President. I'm just so overwhelmed. Dab, 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 no tears. I'm so overwhelmed. And he was probably like, oh my God. And my kids, I just don't want my kids to be an orphan, Mr. Vice President. I'm so sorry. That's what I think went down. Okay. That is the energy that he is giving, is like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I need to like protect this injured bird. So unfair that she's scared. She's worried about her kids, just an event. And the reality is that Erika just saw the crowd. She didn't want to speak. She dealt with JD, and then she directed Andrew to make up a sinister lie. We're not going to call it, it's a sinister lie. I think JD on the phone probably tried to assure her the Secret Service already swept everything, going to be fine. And then she did something along the, I'm sorry, my family. And he was completely understanding, because why wouldn't he be? She's dropping like, I don't want my kids to be an orphan, which is what he implies on stage. That's a Black widow, my friend. That's a Black widow, my friend. You will get bit. And you should probably consult your wife on this matter. Women understand these things better. We know what women are capable of. Men, it's good to have that built into you, that your instinct is to want to defend a woman that is crying. But let me tell you, there are some women that are crying who will take you down in the end. Get ready. For the first time, they're going to admit that Erika may have done some things that are wrong. It's mind-blowing. I couldn't believe.
So this right here is literally them admitting that Erika is an idiot. This is it. They're finally admitting that Erika Kirk is an idiot. And at some point, they're going to, have her step down and bring in somebody that isn't, well, everybody there is an idiot. But I think Andrew COVID is not as bad as an idiot as Erika Kirk. So, because they can't bring in a new person, they have to bring in one of the idiots and make them CEO. But look at this.
Get ready. For the first time, they're going to admit that Erika may have done some things that are wrong. It's mind-blowing. I couldn't believe the words I was reading, especially because the Daily Mail is one of their favorite rags that just like does all of their bidding and pretends that everything they say is right. It says TPUSA cited concerns over serious threats to her safety, but insiders say that is not the full story. Kirk has faced criticism from some online commentators who felt that her return to public life after Charlie's death was too swift, or that her appearances struck the wrong tone. A close confidant told the Daily Mail, quote, she is aware of how she is coming across. She's not stupid. She has seen the online comments. She gets it. It hurts. Last month, the backlash reached a new level after a viral video by a comedian, Drewski, mocked Kirk's behavior after her husband's killing, featuring...
Drewski. What's up, Christy? Baron Coleman brought this up, and I agree with Baron. The main reason why Turning Point USA and Erika Kirk is literally falling apart may not have nothing to do with Baron, may not have anything to do with Candace Owens. May not have anything to do with me, Didi with a podcast, Jesse on Fire. It may have a lot to do with Drewski. Drewski may be at the top, and the one person, or the main person that ruined Erika Kirk. So I want to ask y'all, do you think Drewski played a bigger part in destroying the narrative of Erika Kirk being a good person, or do you think is the rest of us? What do y'all think? Do you think Drewski's skit did it, or do you think we, like, the main person? Was it me and Baron and Candace and all of us, or do you think Drewski? Say Drewski or YouTubers. So pick Drewski or YouTubers. Say YouTubers or Drewski in the chat. I personally think it was Drewski, because I think Drewski has been watching what we have been saying, and he took it to a huge level, because I think that Drewski skit got like 100 million views. But whoever did it, collectively, we took down Turning Point USA and Erika Kirk. And she or they will never live down killing Charlie Kirk. Because regardless of what you want to think about Charlie Kirk, from a content strategy, content standpoint, Charlie Kirk was one of us. Charlie Kirk was a content creator. He went to colleges and, went back and forth with young people. Regardless of what you think about Charlie Kirk, he was one of us. And how dare you take out one of us? When Charlie Kirk died, I had a woman at my house, and she was downstairs, and we was kind of like mad at each other. Had a little back and forth. So she was downstairs, I was upstairs, and I first seen that Charlie Kirk got unalived, and I didn't know much about Charlie Kirk, but I looked at Charlie Kirk like one of us, just a content creator. Just somebody that was out making content, somebody that was, a streamer or YouTube or whatever. I didn't even know he was that high, and he knew, Donald Trump and had a lot to do with Donald Trump getting elected. I just seen him just as a content creator, just like a Drewski, just like a Candace Owens, right? I seen him like a Candace Owens. When I found out he died, I came downstairs and I looked like I seen a ghost, and she was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "They just killed Charlie Kirk." And she was like, "Who the hell is Charlie Kirk?" And I said, "One of us." And she was like, "What do you mean?" And I said, "They killed one of us." And I'm not on Charlie Kirk's team. I don't even know if I like Charlie Kirk or not. I'm kind of like on the fence with Charlie Kirk. But Charlie Kirk represented one of us. So it made me feel like if they can assassinate Charlie Kirk, they can assassinate me. They can assassinate Candace Owens. They can assassinate, so regardless of what you think about Charlie Kirk, he's a content creator like us. And it hurt me and it scared me, because I'm like, damn, they didn't assassinate a damn president. They assassinated a content creator. And even though Charlie Kirk is a little higher up here, but in all honesty, I think Candace Owens is bigger than Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk had the Charlie Kirk show. The Charlie Kirk show, when Charlie Kirk was alive, did not get as many views as Candace Owens did. So that means Candace Owens is bigger than Charlie Kirk. Has always been bigger. Well, maybe, I don't know. But Candace Owens is bigger than Charlie Kirk. And I see Candace Owens as me. Candace Owens is a content creator just like I am. So if Candace Owens is bigger than Charlie Kirk and they got rid of Charlie Kirk and I see me in Candace Owens, because I do somewhat the same thing as Candace Owens, I have my own show. I go live on YouTube. I have live viewers just like Candace Owens. She's just bigger than me. Charlie Kirk is one of us. And when I say us, I mean a content creator, because some of you are not content creators. So I'm not saying one of y'all, I mean one of us. A Baron Coleman, a Candace Owens, a Jesse on Fire, a Mr. Let Go, like that. And it scared the shit out of me, because I'm like, damn, that means I could turn around and lose my life for me saying something on YouTube. And that's how I felt. And I know some of you are on the fence like me about Charlie Kirk. So I don't totally agree with the things Charlie Kirk said. I don't totally agree with some of the things Candace Owens has said in the past. Some of y'all don't agree with some of the things that I've said. You know, I speak against churches. I speak against going to church. Some of y'all don't like that. So y'all don't agree with me all the time. I don't agree with Candace all the time. So it's okay for us not to agree with Charlie Kirk, because y'all aren't supposed to agree with everything we say. That's kind of like what makes us popular, because we have the balls to say things that we know other people are not going to agree with. Because to a certain degree, that's kind of like what makes us popular. You know, I'm not a fan of Charlie. It's cool. I get it. I'm not necessarily a fan of Charlie, but I seen myself in Charlie Kirk. I see myself in Baron Coleman. I see myself in Candace Owens. And that is why I said they killed one of us. And that's the reason why I have been on this case for almost a year now. I played a small part, in getting Diddy put in prison. Diddy is right now in prison, partly because of me. Not all because of me, but partly because of me. We tainted or changed the narrative of the jury pool. Nobody in that jury pool can say they did not see one of our videos. One of my videos talking about how terrible and disgusting Diddy was got almost 1 million views. So I played a small part in getting Diddy put in prison. And guess what? We all are doing the same thing with possibly one day getting Erika Kirk put in prison. You can do this. We can do this. Collectively, it's doable. I think Erika Kirk needs to go to prison for conspiracy, not for killing Charlie Kirk, but for conspiracy. Do you think we have the ability to get this woman off the streets? We can get Erika Kirk on a conspiracy charge. She did not kill Charlie Kirk, but I see her as a RICO conspiracy situation. So what do y'all think? In the comments, do you think this narrative that is true, and us putting pressure on everybody, the world, along with Drewski, can get Erika put in prison for a RICO conspiracy charge? Yes or no? Say I agree or disagree. We did it to Diddy. We did it to Diddy. Diddy is in prison. Diddy is in prison. We could do the same thing for Turning Point USA. Can we do this? It's probably going to take another year. Because some of y'all are like, oh, you still talking about Erika Kirk? You still talking about Charlie Kirk? Because nobody's in prison yet. Do you see me talking about Diddy? No. I ain't said a word about Diddy because he's in prison. We did it. So why the hell am I going to still talk about Diddy? I'm not going to stop talking about Charlie Kirk and Erika Kirk and his whole situation until somebody goes to prison like Diddy. I went live every freaking day talking shit about Diddy until that son of a bitch went to prison. And the same thing that's going to happen with Erika Kirk, goofy ass, incoherent, weird ass, psychopathic ass. So we're going to keep doing this until Erika Kirk goes to prison for a RICO charge.
Erika is a professional honeypot tasked with infiltrating.
Watch this.
Iran releases proof Erika Kirk Charlie as part of Israel's coup of America. Erika Kirk has been a Mossad agent for years. Hacked Israeli intelligence files reveals that Erika is a professional honeypot tasked with infiltrating and compromising the United States conservative movement from the inside. The files expose a multi-year operation to smuggle her way into the White House. J.D. Vance would become the president, and then he gets to pick a vice president, and he would pick Erika Kirk. J.D. Vance would be Charlie Kirk, and Erika Kirk would become president without ever having need a vote.
That is a
Ever.
crazy scenario.
Oh my.
That's the plan. That's the plan. They knocked off they knocked off Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk was going to be the next president of the United States. They got rid of him because he started thinking opposite of what the Trumpers were thinking. So they had to get rid of him. He was against Iran. Well, he was against the war with Iran. So they had to get rid of him. Next thing you know, they come up with a plan to make J.D. Vance the next president of the United States in 2028. And Erika Kirk was going to be the vice president. And Erika Kirk, because she literally says right here, where's the video? Where's the video? Oh, she says right here, listen to this. She says it right here, her own mouth.
Kirk, it's a good one.
Answer my question.
No,
We
like,
would die
Charlie
to
has
that.
the patience of Job, and I'm like sitting there like, if you move one step closer to my husband, he is so calm, cool, and collected, and I'm the pit bull. So like the Lebanese Italian side of me is like, I know a guy. The Lebanese Italian side of me is like, I know a guy. I know a guy.
See?
Hey, Erika.
The Lebanese Italian side of me says, I know a guy. She has said multiple times that she can get people whacked. Her Lebanese Italian side says, I'm in the mafia, bitch. I'll get rid of whoever I need to get rid of. But the next day, it's, stop talking about me. I don't want to go up on stage. I'm sorry. She only pats one eye. Sorry. Is it the left eye? I think it's this eye. What's the next? What's the new word track? I grieve differently. There's a new word track they're trying. Oh, grief is complicated. Now she's sitting around saying, grief is complicated. That's their new word track, y'all. Grief is complicated is their new word track. So one day I know a guy and I'm Italian and Lebanese and I'm a part of the mafia. And then the next day is, please stop talking to me. No. Get this woman out of here. Erika Kirk is going to prison on a RICO charge. I promise you, at some point, it's going to happen. Let's go back to what Candace was saying. We getting this woman out of here. It is not over because her ass is not in jail yet. Her ass gonna go to jail.
Applies on stage. That's a black widow, my friend. That's a black widow, my friend. You will get bit. And you should probably consult your wife on this matter. Women understand these things better. We know what women are capable of. Men, it's good to have that built into you, that your instinct is to want to defend a woman that is crying. But let me tell you, there are some women that are crying who will take you down in the end. Get ready for the first time.
All right, somebody asked an important question. They said, what is a RICO charge? A RICO charge is simply a conspiracy charge, which means a group of people worked as conspirators together in order to do a crime. So that's what a RICO charge is, okay? The C in RICO is conspiracy. The R is racketeering. So it's just a way that they used to use to take down mafia bosses. So RICO was invented because certain mafia bosses were running around just killing people and nobody could say who did it because the mafia boss isn't the one that kills the person, you know? So all the mafia bosses, they walked around in suits, kissing babies, giving out turkeys to poor people while their people were running around whacking people. Okay. So the government invented something called the RICO Act that would connect all of them. And the RICO more or less tells everybody else that there's a leader and then there are people, you know, under the leader that all work together to unalive people. And that's literally what I think Erika Kirk is doing. I think Erika Kirk herself, her words, she's a mafia boss and she co-conspired with other people to whack Charlie Kirk. And she said it herself. She said it herself.
Erika Kirk. It's a good one.
Yeah,
Answer my question.
no.
We
Like,
would die
Charlie
after
has
that.
the patience of Job, and I'm like sitting there like, if you move one step closer to my husband, he is so calm.
Sorry, y'all.
Have you seen this video of Erika Kirk? It's a good one.
Yeah,
my question.
no.
We
Like,
would die
Charlie
after
has
that.
the patience of Job, and I'm like sitting there like, if you move one step closer to my husband, he is so calm, cool, and collected, and I'm the pit bull. So like the Lebanese Italian side of me is like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know a guy. The Lebanese Italian side of me is like, I
Yeah.
know a guy. I
Yeah.
know a guy.
Hey, Erika.
So she said she's a mafia boss. She said she has the ability to get people whacked. She said it with her own words. Erika Kirk had something to do with all of that. She didn't kill Charlie Kirk, but at some point, we're going to find out that she had something to do with it, in my opinion, and we're going to get her ass out of here. We're going to get her out of here.
Some things that are wrong. It's mind-blowing. I couldn't believe the words I was reading, especially because the Daily Mail is one of their favorite rags that just like does all of their bidding and pretends that everything they say is right. It says TPUSA cited concerns over serious threats to her safety, but insiders say that that is not the full story. Kirk has faced criticism from some online commentators who felt that her return to public life after Charlie's death was too swift or that her appearances struck the wrong tone. A close confidant told the Daily Mail, quote, "She is aware of how she is coming across. She's not stupid. She has seen the online comments. She gets it. It hurts." Last month, the backlash reached a new level after a viral video by a comedian, Drewski, mocked Kirk's behavior after her husband's killing, featuring exaggerated expressions and fake tears. The insider continued, "The Drewski video showed what people thought of her. The Drewski video showed her what people thought of her. The Drewski video showed her what people thought of her. She's really hurt that people are feeling this way about her, that they're mocking her. She pulled out of the TPUSA event because of a bunch of factors. I don't think it was just security concerns," the source said. "If there were security concerns, the vice president wouldn't have gone." That's the closest that we're going to get to her admitting that they lied. and that actually she was embarrassed and that's why she pulled out. That Kirk's no-show was due to low ticket sales, but the insider added ticket sales. Either it was
That's it. That is it.
she's a female. She's I'm just scared, and like I'm looking online, and people are saying like they're just saying like they want me to die, and I'm just so overwhelmed right now, Mr. Vice President. I'm just so overwhelmed. Dab dab dab, no tears. Dab dab dab, no tears. I'm so overwhelmed. And he was probably like, oh my god, and my kids, I just don't want.
It's over for Turning Point USA. Put your lighters in the air, y'all, which is the candle emoji. Put your lighters in the air, the candle emoji. I wish there was a lighter emoji, but there's no lighter emoji. But put your lighters in the air, y'all. Let's have a moment of silence for Turning Point USA. We did it. We got their asses out of here. Drop candle emojis in the chat. That represents putting your lighters in the air. Put your freaking lighters in the air. Because this woman is done for. It is a wrap.
Everybody, everybody hit the like button. 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 If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. What? Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat.
All right, y'all. So make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already. Share this video. And I'm going to do a part 2 of this because I got some more stuff, but I got to get out of here. But this is a time to celebrate. And for anybody out there that thinks that their voice isn't real, that if you think you don't have any power, well, what's happening with Erika Kirk right now is proof that you and I have power. Our voices has been heard. And we now are literally taking down Turning Point USA, and it's nothing they can do about it. This ship is I don't know what just happened. Oh, okay. Okay. So what I need y'all to do, for those who didn't see my show I did the other day, I need y'all to click this link. It's simply a playlist. So I got the link to buy my card game because Mother's Day is coming up. Mother's Day is coming up. Mother's Day is coming up. So hit the link to buy your mother-daughter card game. And also click this Erika Kirk playlist just in case you guys missed any of my videos. Erika. Because I know all of y'all didn't see all my videos. So I'm going to drop the link and I want everybody to watch this Erika Kirk playlist right now. So everybody go watch this Erika Kirk playlist right now and just scroll through it and see which video or which show you have not seen and then check that one out. So click the link, click the link, click the link.
This just in, a new way of healing is sweeping the country, and it's a card game called Like Mother, Like Daughter. This game is powerful.
My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change? This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other.
These are some good questions. Do you think I'm a people pleaser? If so, where did I get this trait from?
This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband.
If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game.
Let's celebrate Candace Owens ending Erika Kirk. Where's the video? Everybody wants to hate Candace. Give me a second. I'm looking for the video now. And everybody click that link and go to the playlist and check out whatever you have not seen yet. Here we go. Everybody wants to hate Candace. Let's go.
Evil scumbag. She doesn't fucking deal with the shit we have to deal with. She's a piece of.
As we all know, Candace Owens is spinning a lot of suggestion. We can't keep spinning conspiracy theories without evidence. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt.
Candace Owens is a evil scumbag. She doesn't fucking deal with the shit we have to deal with. She's a piece of.
As we all know, Candace Owens is spinning a lot of suggestion. We can't keep spinning conspiracy theories without evidence. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt.
Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? If you got something to say, tell it to her face. If you got something to say, tell it to her face. All of this is fake and gay, and you know it. I got all the evidence. I'm about to show it. You projecting all your guilt out on us and Candace. We just trying to solve the case. I don't understand it. Things not turning out how you planned it. We can see it in your eyes and your body language. I see all the threats that you keep sending me, but underneath the jail is where you finna be. Your band of crooked pastors in the pulpit. Every time you speak, all I hear is bullshit. Tell the truth about Charlie Kirk instead of telling me to stop. All I wanna know is which guy took the shot. I need an answer to a question only you would know. Was Charlie Kirk's life a reenactment of the Truman Show? Truman Show. 100,000 of us on your head tie. Please stop trying to feed us all this fed slide. Your grieving widow book tour, we ain't listening to it. And free Tyler Robinson, cause you know he didn't do it. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace.
Doing something else. I can't believe this has all just been a show. She's betrayed us. She's doing something else. I can't believe it. This has all just been a show. Calm down, okay? What do you think happened? But Erika said stop, and then I was frozen for 4 hours and 30 minutes, just like.
Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? If you got something to say, tell it to her face. If you got something to say, tell it to her face. All this is fake and gay, and you know it. I got all the evidence, I'm about to show it. You projecting all your guilt out on us and Candace. We just trying to solve the case, I don't understand it. Are things not turning out how you planned it? We can see it in your eyes and your body language. I see all the threats that you keep sending me, but underneath the jail is where you finna be. Your band of crooked pastors in the pulpit. Every time you speak, all I hear is bullshit. Tell the truth about Charlie Kirk instead of telling me to stop. All I wanna know is which guy took the shot. I need an answer to a question only you would know. Was Charlie Kirk's life a reenactment of the Truman Show? Truman Show, Truman Show. 100,000 of us on your head top. Please stop trying to feed us all this fed slop. Your grieving widow book tour, we ain't listening to it. And free Tyler Robinson, cause you know he didn't do it. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What? Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. Everybody wanna hate Candace. What?
Everybody hit the link in the chat. Everybody hit the link in the chat. Is my playlist link. Everybody hit the link in the chat and check out one of the videos that y'all have not yet seen before. Hit the link in the chat. Hit the link in the chat. Hit the link in the chat. Go watch one of the videos that y'all have not seen before. I promise you, you have not seen all of my Erika Kirk videos. Y'all did not see all of my Melania Trump videos. Go click that link that is in the chat. I just dropped it in the chat. I'll drop it again. The blue link in the chat. Click the link, click the link, click the link. And I am out. Click the link in the chat. Click the link in the chat.
If you had one wish involving us, what would it be?
That we got along better.
Okay.
The day that you told me, like, I was so happy for you, my mindset toward you completely changed. I think after you had her, you realized, like, how hard it is to be a mom. And, like, when you look back at things that maybe, like, made you mad at me, you realize, like, okay, well, that is hard.
I just bought this mother-daughter card game because I came to the realization that my issues with my mom are not resolved, so I decided to do something about it. I just played this card game with my mom and we both literally broke down crying. Here's the card game right here. Buy it. Every woman needs this. You won't regret it.
Talk to y'all later.